All right, number one. What's the translation again? And Nico and Sabri already know what these all four of them are, so I don't need to hear their voices for this one. They already know what each one of them are. What's the translation? I need it in stupid terms. Either at home or in class, either one. But I don't know what the hell a translation is.
Isn't it a slide?
You're moving it, yeah, you're sliding it. Okay, so did this A to A prime slide? That's all I need to know. It's either yes or no answer. Did it slide?
No.
No. Something else happened to it. It definitely did not slide. What happens when you get your pupils dilated? What happens to your eye when you get your pupils dilated?
They get bigger?
They get bigger, or they can also get, when they put the light inside, they can get smaller. Did this thing get bigger or smaller?
Bigger.
I think we found our answer. Whenever you get your pupils dilated, your eye gets bigger or smaller. This thing got bigger, so clearly the only one that makes sense is the dilation.
You're gonna keep your shape, but it's gonna be different size.
Sure. All right, so we got the first answer. Which graph shows a reflection? Which graph shows a reflection? This is number 2, you guys. This is number 2. So if you need the answers, this is your chance.
I'm so confused on that one.
What? Okay, so what happened? Okay, what actually is a reflection though? What's the stupid way of telling me what a reflection is?
Like looking in the mirror.
Okay, what do you mean by looking in the mirror though? Because I don't know what I don't see a mirror in any one of these answers for A, B, C, or D. So I told the kid that earlier, and they were like, I don't know what the hell that means, Crystal. I don't know what the hell a mirror means.
I put C on it, but it was actually B.
We're gonna 15.5 out of 20.
And I got it wrong.
What it looks like when it's reversed.
Things that are like in line with each other, but look the same.
So Ryan says that it's when it's like an opposite image of each other, or the reverse image, or like when you're looking at something, it's the opposite of it. Okay.
Oh.
C cannot be it because C literally just went to the right. It looks exactly the same. It just moved to the right.
It's a slide.
And B, what happened in A? Before I even move on, what happened in A really quick?
It rotated.
Yeah, it turned clearly. It went from like the bottom and it went like that a little bit. So I'm stuck between B and D. Which one do you think ended up flipping?
D.
Which one flipped? D is the correct answer. D is the flip. A reflection is a flip.
I'm gonna write that down.
So they say.
D is the one that literally flips. A reflection is a flip. A reflection is a mirror image. Because remember, you guys at home, if I put my right hand up on the camera, you guys are seeing my left hand go up on camera. So this is a reflection. It's a flip. Right now, my right hand is up on camera. For you guys at home, you're seeing my left hand go up.
So you're inverted?
I'm inverted, correct.
Ew.
So it is an inversion. It's the inverted picture of it. It is D.
You know, I hate when
I hate
look
looking
at my
at flip.
The reflection is the flip, correct. Or as Emma says, it's the inversion. Or as Nico said, it's the opposite. Or as like Ryan said, it's the reverse image. Okay, number 3. Please do not guess on this one. I don't see a flip anywhere on there. I don't see that this thing turned because it's aiming up right now, and I don't see that it aimed sideways or anything like that. What happened to this one? Like, how did it get from this spot right here, and then it just randomly moved right here? How did it get there? Which one? And it didn't get bigger or smaller, so it's definitely not dilation. It slid. It slid. The word for slide is C. It's called the translation. It's in the name. It says translation, slide,
Same size, same shape.
Same size, same shape. Okay. Like, look, man, like, I don't even know how people were at home were getting this wrong. The pen is aiming that way. The pen is aiming that way. And all it did was just go to...
Translation. I mean, right?
All it did was just like move here. It went from top left and it went right here. And it's still aiming that way.
It didn't move.
It didn't move. It didn't rotate. It didn't flip. It didn't do any of that. It just did this. You guys at home, it just did this. Oh, which one? That's the moneymaker. It's called a translation. All it did was just slide. If you did a rotation, It would have just went like this.
Exactly.
Nico,
So you can translate it in quality.
of course you can. I can move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 to the right, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 down. I can do that. Yeah, I could have moved it off the board if I wanted to. Say it again, Florian G. Say it again.
I didn't really understand.
Okay, so I'll say it again then. Look, clearly, I'm gonna try to aim it the same exact way as this one. If you notice the little metal part is right here, right? And I guess the arrow's right there. All I'm doing is like what Nico said, all I'm doing is just putting it to a different toss. Did I end up ever turning this thing at all? This pen at all? No. Allison, I never ended up turning it at all. Did I end up flipping it?
No, you just moved it
All I
down.
did was just move this. All I did was just go from here, slide it to the right, slide it down. That's all I did. All I did was just slide it. I never turned it, I never flipped it, and I never made it bigger
You
or
know what I
smaller.
find cool? You
What's
know,
up?
Go like that. You can put your arm looking down without moving it.
You can what?
You put your arm like that, you can move it, you can turn it around without moving, like actually turning it around.
What?
Look, look, see, you go with that. And then move. Without you moving it. No, the other way, the other way.
I wanna go that way.
You can, you technically really, never mind.
How you gonna tell me what I can and can't do?
Okay, yeah, but yeah, you're gonna.
Whatever I set my mind to, I can do.
Turn it around.
I need some practice. I need some
Okay.
practice. Ask me again tomorrow if I could do it. Okay.
I don't know, it's something like.
Okay. Which one? Forget these answers for a second. Which one is the pre-image first? It's
Oh,
the
I
one.
got
The one on the left,
Okay, the one on the left. Okay, why is this one the pre-image?
the
It doesn't have the.
little parent.
It doesn't have the little apostrophes, the little primes, the Amazon primes. Okay, so we know this one was the original. This one came after. What kind of rotation happened? It went one box over. Now the question is it clockwise or is it counterclockwise?
Oh.
This one was kind of confusing for some people. Counter? So that means the opposite way a clock goes, right? Let me draw that. Hang on.
Yeah.
Okay, hang on. It went one box over, right? It went to the right in this case, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
But remember, we said that right goes clockwise, and if I go clockwise, this is the way a clock goes, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so if I go, yeah, how many boxes do I have to go over if I go clockwise?
1, 2.
But if I go clockwise, if I go clockwise,
Oh, 2,
1, 2,
3.
3.
Oh.
Remember, it only went one box over. So instead, like Amy says, I can go counterclockwise. I can go the opposite way a clock goes. Oh.
Yeah.
How many degrees is that? I know we went one box over, but how many degrees is that? 90. And your answer's right there.
So smart.
90 degrees counterclockwise.
So that could have been a 270 counter.
It could have been a 270 clock.
Clock, that's right, clock. Yeah,
Well, you
if that was not in the other.
Yeah. Look, Emma fits like in the chair.
That's how I used to fit. That's how I used to sit in chairs in high school.
Really?
I used to always just like go like this and put my hoodie over my knees and just watch some lectures like
I
that.
had a outfit on, but in the middle of science class, I got up and I was like, can I go to the bathroom? And I changed it to my pajamas.
Oof.
Did you?
Oh my god,
You
I
actually
didn't even
did.
notice. Well, you're on.
My
Okay. What? Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. That's how I used to sit in high school all the time. All the
I
time.
can't sit
Okay.
like that.
All right. Reflection across the Y.
Use on that one. Can I tell you
Okay.
why?
Sure. Go ahead.
Okay. Wait, what?
There's
what
no
was
need to
it?
scream.
They only want. Well, I'm gonna flip the whole thing just so I can do this. I'm gonna flip the whole thing. I'm gonna flip the whole thing. Hang on. Let me make this a little bit smaller. Okay. Go ahead. I'm listening.
Wait. Okay, continue. I'll tell you when.
Okay,
when I-
It's reflecting across the Y. It's reflecting across the Y. That means you need to count to how many times it takes you to get to the Y. And by the way, class, this is not the Y. It literally says the letter right there. So you're not counting to that one. You're reflecting across the Y. You have to count to how many times it takes you to get to the Y.
And then you have to go.
And then you got to continue going in that direction the same amount of times you counted.
Oh.
So where is A is located right here, and I need to count to the Y. If I'm crossing it, it says it in the name, cross the Y. Yes, ma'am.
So you're gonna start in the right, and then you have to end up in the left.
You got it, because in order for me to cross the Y, I have to go from right to left. I gotta cross it somehow.
So you have to like count from like the A, for example.
I'll start at A. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
And then
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is where A prime is gonna go. Yeah, but you don't understand that so many people were doing this today. They were flipping. Yeah, but okay, but it would happen if I wasn't helping you right now. It would happen to some of you. Yes, sir.
There's a problem where the triangle is in the second quadrant, so the x is already negative,
Okay.
and then it said sorry, it was something like it was in the third quadrant, and then they said go reflect across the x-axis.
So that means if it's the third quadrant,
Do you keep the y negative, or what do you do? Because like it went from the third to the second. Right?
okay, so the rule is if it reflects across the X, like you're telling me,
Yeah.
then the Y has to change
Yeah,
signs.
but what if the y is already negative?
Then you gotta make it a positive.
So either way.
Yeah, correct. Correct.
So you're gonna end up in the opposite location.
The opposite
Because you were at
location.
7, you gotta end
Like
up
Ryan
at
says,
6.
it's the reverse image. Like Emma says, it's the inverse image. Like Nico says, it's the opposite side. Or as Sabri says, it's the flip. You need to flip the whole shape. Again, if you start at C, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Look at the triangle. It ended up flipping on its own. And they only wanted wherever letter A is. Where is letter A located at?
The 7.
That's not a 7.
I mean, I can't see.
-6.
You don't need to even check.
2.
Negative. There is a negative
I
6.
thought you were talking about. Never mind.
You started at 7, where do you end up?
No, I thought he was.
Remember, it's like what Emma says also. If you started at 7, like Ms. Lou says, what is the inverse of a 7? Or what is the opposite of a 7? Huh?
Oh,
-7.
A negative
Oh,
7.
period.
And then you got to go down 2 times, so it's -7, -2. It's right here,
There's a
look.
problem with the other one. I don't even know which one. I think it was like right next to this one.
The one where you have
7 or 8.
to rotate and turn.
All right, we'll get there, we'll get there.
Mr. Crystal,
Okay. Yes.
just in case you call me, I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Okay, sounds good. Okay. Guys, if we all look at the clock,
calm down.
if we all look at the clock, where is the 12?
At the top.
At the top. Where is the 6?
At the side.
It's
At the
190.
bottom.
At the bottom. How do you, go ahead.
It's 90.
It's
No,
90?
It's one.
Wait, no.
180.
No, it's 180. I'm sorry. Wait, right?
It's 180?
No, it's 90. I'm sorry. I doubted myself because she said something.
The only reason I know that because in MMA you can't do 12 to 6 elements, so you can't throw it double.
Oh,
So there's
that's the smart way to think about it. I never thought about it like that.
What?
you can't go like that.
What are you saying?
In
Oh,
MMA,
okay.
you're not allowed to put your elbow from a 12 position to a 6 position, is what they call it. You're not allowed to elbow somebody with your hand going straight up and going down.
I instantly.
You could have tried
Fighting
like that.
stuff. Okay, and again, remember, we did this whole scenario, whether you guys were paying attention or not, some of you guys were in class, maybe not you guys, but look, if you start taking a selfie and you flip your phone down, that's 180 degrees right there. We were doing that all in class.
That's what I said.
So it's 90. Right?
You are starting from this normal 12 position and
180,
you are
okay.
moving it to the bottom. It has to be the opposite side. Remember,
She just said something.
12 to the 3 to the 6 to the 9. So I had to do how many turns? I ended up turning once,
Oh, so it's 1.
twice. Each time I turn is 90 degrees, so 90, 180. It's 180 degrees.
I never thought I'd be this excited for.
See, I got it and you're like 180.
Because these kids are not used to reading the clock like we used to. Well, you
Okay.
either probably.
Wait.
Time, we read
This
the
one's
clock.
confusing. I need you guys to write this down. I need you guys to write this down. I need you guys to write this down. It's on your test. You're gonna have a 270 clock and a 270 counter.
This one?
I don't see.
Where did you guys put your rotation rules?
Oh, I have them right here.
Okay, if you take them out, I'm gonna make your life a lot easier.
Oh,
I placed
If
them
you take out your rotation rules, I'm making your life a lot easier.
right here. The ones that you
I
have in
think I have
the
flashcards.
board.
Do you have the flashcard with you? By any chance?
What?
Do you have the flashcard with you by any chance?
Oh, yes, I do. I do. Oh my god, they're giving me. I'm smart.
Amy.
I'm so excited.
Most you know. Do we write that one down?
It's the same exact rule.
I have it right here. I made 3 of them.
Yeah, it's gonna have
90
flash
counter, it says 270 clock.
A 90 degrees counterclockwise is the same as a 270 clock. And a 270 counterclockwise is the same as a 90 clockwise. I'd advise you to write that down. You're gonna see a 270, Amy Olivari. You're gonna see that on the test. You don't have that. I promise you don't have that. I just wrote it down right now. A 90 counter is the same as a 270 clock.
Where did you write that?
Like right next to the 90 counter and the 90 clock.
Oh. okay.
Right there.
She's blind.
The 270 counter is the same as a 90 clock.
Hang on, let me just write it down. It's the same as a 270 clock.
Do you have any extra flashcards?
I do. I'll give you some in a second.
Thank you.
You use flashcards?
No, because you guys should memorize those rules.
You're just-
Oh, wait, are you gonna have that ready?
You've had 2 weeks. No, I'm erasing it as soon as you get walk out this door. I gave you guys 2 weeks to memorize those rules. I said it over and over again. I said you guys have to memorize it.
Oh, you weren't.
I wrote them down.
Said it for 2 weeks. You guys are gonna have to memorize those rules. I said it for 2 weeks.
Bathroom.
No.
How many?
Just 4.
Just one more time.
Emma?
90 counter.
I have a lot.
If they're telling you to do a 270 clockwise rule, which one are you applying? Because I don't have a 270 clockwise rule. I have a 90 counter, I have a 90 clock, and a 180. So which one am I applying?
It's just false braces.
If I'm doing a 270 clockwise, which one am I really applying?
90 clockwise.
It says it right next to it. There's no point in, I'm doing a 90 counterclockwise.
Wait, you put
The left.
You put the 270 count on the wrong one. Actually, no, you didn't. I read it wrong.
A 270 clockwise, I told you guys it's the same thing as doing a 90 counterclockwise. This thing needs to, this shape, this hourglass, this 8, I guess, this straight 8 or whatever you want to call it, has to go 90 counterclockwise. 90 counter. So that means the opposite way a clock goes, 1 box over or 1 turn. Which one does it go into? The left, the bottom, or the bottom left? If I move 90 degrees counterclockwise, which box does it go into? If I follow the same way the pattern goes,
It would be the
which box does it go into?
negative positive.
So the top left?
Yeah.
Okay, so it'll go into this box right over here.
Look at me.
Now the question is that there's 2 of them in here. There's 2 of them. Which one is it, B or D?
D.
Why is it D though?
Because
You're rotating, right?
Why is it D though?
This, then this, then this.
Me. Stop.
Somebody, you gotta remember that when it's in that box right there, yeah, it has to go to the next box over, but if you go to the next box over, it also has
It's gonna
to,
flip.
it's called a
Oh,
rotation.
it's gonna rotate.
So what does that mean? What does a rotate mean? What's a stupid way of telling me what a rotation is?
move.
If I'm an idiot, I have no idea what the hell the word rotation means. What is it?
Circle.
No, a reflection is a flip.
Oh.
Turn it like.
You have to turn it. So on top of me going to the next box over, I also have to turn it. So as you notice, this one is still standing up. This is the flip. This one flipped. It is D because it had to turn. It was standing up and then it has to turn to the left. Identify the new
I did.
the coordinates. Okay, so it says to go 2 units down and 3 units to the right.
Oh, I got this one wrong.
All right, so let's start with letter, go. Let's start with letter A. I gotta go 2 units down. So 1, 2, and then 3 times to the right. 1, 2, 3. What coordinate is that so I can click it?
3, 5, 3. 3.
3, 5?
Negative 3, negative 5.
Negative
No.
3, negative 5. Okay.
Right?
Yeah, you were right. Okay, let's go to letter B. 2 down. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3.
Negative 1.
It's not negative 1. Take your time. I'm counting.
Negative 1.
It's not negative 1. Take your time in counting.
0.
It's not negative 1.
Wait. It's negative 2.
Negative 2, comma.
0.
1, 2, and 3 to the right.
2. 0.
1, 2, 3 to the right.
6. 5. And then that was easy.
The translations ones are always the easiest ones. How much is it when an object does a full rotation? When I am aiming this way in my chair and then I do a full
3.
rotation. What rule is 270 counterclockwise?
90 clockwise.
90 clockwise. 90 clockwise. They want B. They want B. So step 1 for 90 clockwise is to write down the coordinate. Okay, so negative 1, 2, 3, negative 5, comma 2. And then step 2 is to make the X the opposite sign. Step 3 is to flip it. Which, so my answer is 2, comma 5. Sabrina, I advise you to write down those rules after. And then, okay. Which one is the normal? Just slide. The normal slide. It just slid. It didn't turn. It didn't flip. It didn't do anything. It just moved. That's all it did.
C.
J. It's J.
It just slides. It has to look exactly the same, and it just moves. It doesn't turn. It doesn't flip. It has to look exactly the same.
J because it didn't. It just moved up and it didn't move.
I say it's
Allison, which one is a translation? Which one just slid? Or even Emma, one of you two, please
What?
save us.
What do you mean?
Save us.
I looked what?
Which one is a slide?
It's
It's G.
G.
Am I wrong?
J.
Yes.
Yeah.
How?
J.
A slide looks exactly the same. It looks exactly the
Was I right?
same.
No.
It doesn't flip, it doesn't turn, it doesn't look awky, the cup doesn't go sideways, the cup doesn't flip upside down and spill all the water. It has to look exactly the same.
What? Oh, J.
Oh my gosh.
G.
Oh my gosh.
It's G. Please tell me it's G.
No.
Well, like it could be F. It's gotta be one of them. It just said that.
Miss Lou, save us.
Mr. Crystal.
We were saying every single one
It's
of them.
like this, and it goes to one quadrant.
Oh my god, it's translating.
If it goes like
That's
that,
a-
then it's not a translation because you have turned it. But if it's like this, and this is just.
Mr. Crystal?
It's not a turn, so
I said the same thing. Don't come at me because you know I said the same thing as him.
it's not big.
Yeah. You
She did.
sit down and close your mouth.
Really?
How do you know his mouth open? There's a
Because
mask.
he's talking.
No, he had like.
Mr. Crystal.
It is J, doesn't move. Alright.
I said
Still got it right.
The second time.
that's still the second time now. They kept
Which of the
saying G.
following shows the figure after it has been reflected horizontal? Which one is the horizon? Which one is the horizontal? Which is the horizon? Which way does the sun rise?
I don't know my word.
Oh yeah, but it has to go over the horizon though.
B.
No, I'm just asking. Which one's the horizon?
Oh.
Hey.
So the X is the horizon, right?
B.
Okay. It has to flip. A V has to flip over the X, over the horizon. So which one does it look like? Or what two answers are we stuck with? A and?
D.
Why would it be A?
No, D looks exactly the same as that one. A you're right about, but it has to. Yeah, A or B.
Yeah.
But if you have a B,
But it says reflected.
right. But I'm saying if I have a V, right, and I reflect it, it's gotta flip. Remember,
Yeah. so
over the
it could be
horizon. So I'm stuck between A and B.
It's B.
Why is it B though? Why is it not A?
I'm sweating.
But Crystal, I said reflected, and
Oh.
when you said it was reflected, it's the off.
Yeah, you gotta flip it. Okay.
We smart. We smart.
Oh my gosh.
What?
I shouldn't help you with this one at all. When you get your pupils dilated,
Wait, dilation means.
when you get your pupils dilated, dilation, when you get your pupils dilated,
Let me
It
take it
gets
bigger.
bigger, G. Yes.
we're almost done. We're almost done. This is the one, Amy, you were talking about?
Oh yeah, because it says right. Wait, 3 units. Like the C moved to the 3 units, but it says 1. It was like, oh wait, what?
Okay, so let's,
Oh yeah, because it was a negative.
I mean, it doesn't really matter where it is. I still gotta flip it somewhere. Reflection, I gotta flip it across the X. So that means you're counting to the what?
To the up.
So you're counting to the X, right? Or you're counting up. Okay, so it only wants letter C. Because remember, it wants you to reflect across the X, which means you need to cross the X, which means you need to count to the X. Oh, that was the one you were talking about. Sorry, I thought it was Amy. I thought it was Amy. Okay, so let's.
But you want point C, right?
I need point C. That's the one that it wants. It wants point C. So if I reflect it across the X, that means I gotta count to the X. How many boxes is it to the X?
3.
1, 2, 3.
4. Sorry.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. But then it says you have to go, yeah. And then it says you have to go to the. And then it says you have to go to the.
3 units to the right.
So 1, 2, 3. What coordinate is this? 1 comma.
4.
Got it. It didn't go anywhere in this box.
Right. though.
So
I did. I reflected it, and then I went to the right
No, you
3
didn't
times.
go right.
You did.
So you estimated the new coordinates with the reflection and then you just lit.
Well, I didn't really estimate. I put in the exact spot. If I want to flip the
Yeah.
entire thing, I can. 1, 2, 3, 4, like Amy says.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Because it's the opposite.
Amy, right now, all I did was just reflect it right now.
Yeah,
Have I lost you?
but then you translated 3 to the right.
Amy? Did I lose you already on the reflection? Okay, so let's start from scratch. Because what I've noticed is a lot of kids are just trying to they're just trying to figure out where it goes, just like we're not like all in one step. The first thing it's telling you to do is to reflect across the X, which means you are counting to the X. How many did you tell me it was?
4.
Okay, remember you told me before, if I go 4 in this direction, I still have to go 4 in this direction.
And they have, oh, okay.
Hang on. I just did what? Reflect, translate, or rotate?
You reflected.
Okay, I reflected across the X. Amy, this part is done. Now I need to do what?
Move,
Yeah, move
3 units.
1, 2, 3. That is where the new dot is going.
Okay.
Because that's the whole transformation. Better, missus?
Yes.
Okay. This one was pretty hard, I'm not gonna lie to you. This one was pretty hard. Remember, oh, sorry. It wants a 90 counter. A 90 counter. Remember, a clock does not go like this. This is counterclockwise.
It goes the other way.
What do you mean the other way?
Counterclock, like it goes.
Yeah, the other way the clock goes. Yeah. So I guess what answers am I kind of like, which one can I cross out automatically? Because remember, when it rotates, if it's like on its side, it's got to stand up. Or if it's on standing up, it's got to go to the side. How do I, which one can I knock out automatically? Like, it's not even an answer.
B.
Why is B? Why is B the one that I can knock out?
Because it flipped.
Kind of flipped, right? A little bit, right? It didn't really, if I do
It flipped
counterclockwise, This thing is like aiming down, right?
Yeah.
If I do a 90 counter, it's gonna go like this. It should be on its side.
Yeah, and
It's
switched
not.
off. Okay, okay.
Okay. There is another one I can cross out automatically because it did kind of like a 180 sort of thing.
Hey.
It's on its side right now, right? If I do,
Oh no,
wait. If I do 90 counter, right? It's on its side right now. This one right here, right?
Yeah.
And if I turn it 90 degrees counter, it should be standing up.
Sorry, I thought you
No,
meant-
okay. That one could be an answer.
Yeah.
That one could be an answer. Okay. What about letter C?
Yeah, it's no. What?
It's like this, but it went over here to this box over here.
So and then it would have been to the yeah.
Okay, so that's not an answer. I'm stuck between these two.
You're scratching your ear.
I'm stuck between these two.
B. I
B.
mean D. Sorry.
Why is it not this one though?
Cause you
What?
you moved 2 down,
No,
What do you mean?
because
right?
What do you mean?
Like, I don't know, bro.
I honestly don't know which
Because
one it
they're
is.
not in the same position.
Cause you're moving 9.
Yeah,
No, because
this one
that
went
one
90
went up.
counter and this one went 90 counter. But the question is, which one is the correct 90 counter?
B.
There is no B.
It's D.
Also,
No,
it's
D, because if you did it 90, it would be standing up.
It is. Look, they're both on their sides.
Oh,
They're both on their sides, and now they're both standing up.
B.
But why is that one the correct one? It sounds like you're just taking a guess.
Because when you have it like this.
Yeah, so is the other one.
Wait.
No, but then look at the other one. The other one's in the line.
It's on the line. Is this one on the line?
No.
No, because look, this one's on the line right here, and this one's not on the line at all. This one's like in the middle of the graph. This one's like in the middle of the graph. Or look, even then, you have one space in between. You have one space in between.
See, Mr. Crystal, I'm getting smarter.
They're hard.
Why are you? Oh my gosh. The poor guy needs a ruler. Let the man have his ruler.
They're right there.
Yeah. If the oh, Amy, your favorite. Your
Wait, what?
favorite. If
Amy,
it's
you want-
reflected, because you don't like the reflections.
Oh, yeah.
Amy, you have
If
to-
the triangle is reflected across the y, about the y, you are counting to the.
Can I answer?
Wait, you're moving,
Never mind.
you have to do, I don't know how to explain it.
If you are reflecting across the y,
You have to
you
move
are
it to the Y, right?
exactly.
To the
So,
Y-axis, and then you have to reflect.
okay,
to
so
the same amount.
but what letter do they want though? Letter
They
what?
want
A.
Okay, so how many times does it take to get to the y?
3.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. What coordinate is that?
A. -3.
And 2.
Oh my god, yay!
What about this one?
Can I answer that one, Amy? Thank you.
Wait,
Guess not.
wait, zoom in a little, I'm kind of blind. Okay, 2, you have to move 3, it's the same thing.
It's not the same thing. You're not
No.
reading it.
The X. Oh, okay, so you would have to go down 2, no, 3,
1, 2, 3.
and then reflect.
I'm not on the x.
What?
I'm not on the x.
Right? 2, 3, 2, what? 3 times. 2.
1, 2, 3. I'm not on the x. The x is this black bold line right here.
So 2.
1, 2. Am I on the line now?
Yeah.
Okay, so that means I gotta reflect it. 1, 2. What coordinate is that?
3, 2.
3.
Right?
3 2's right here. You said I.
-2. Oh wait, -2. Cause bottom. Oh my god, I'm getting smarter. Would
Two
you look
more.
at that?
2 more. I don't need to help you guys with a translation. I'm good. Tired of doing translations.
Oh, I got this one wrong. I didn't get it.
Yeah, because it's been happening. It does not look exactly the same. It is not a translation. Which one happened, Miss Luce? It's not a translation, that's for sure. And it's not a dilation because it did not get bigger or smaller.
It's a rotation.
Oh,
Hold on, figure B is what type of transformation of figure A?
Emma, save us.
What?
A.
It's a rotation.
Oh
No.
my gosh.
It's
Emma.
not. It's
Dilations when it gets bigger. It didn't get bigger at all.
It's rotation.
Oh my god.
yeah, rotation.
Mr. Crystal, it is because it rotates.
So it did not flip at all.
Oh wait, no. Yes,
Yeah, it did.
Bro, look at the picture.
Mr. Crystal, you're blind. Come on. It not flip.
Ask Nico. Ask Nico.
Well,
I don't even
I'm.
know, to be honest. It's between, for me, reflection and rotation.
Oh,
Yes.
it ain't, okay.
I'm losing brain cells.
Look at the peak, look
Save
at
us.
the peak of point A,
I
guys.
got this one wrong, but like I know it's something that it's not.
Yeah,
It's not freaking reflection.
yeah. Look at the peak
Why not?
and look at the bottom.
It's not reflection.
It's not reflection because,
Oh, yeah.
The rotation.
got that one wrong.
Yeah, remember, it went upside down.
That was the only one I got wrong on
Yeah,
that.
I ended up cutting out the shape and showing that one to you.
You made me confused. I thought it was rotation.
Very proud of
It is a
myself, though.
rotation.
It is a rotation?
It is. It goes upside down.